And guys, I'll share the link, or you can write down in the Eclipse and send me the code. That will also work. But please write down the code. Let me search. I'm sharing the link in the chat. If you want, you can solve. And those who have bought their laptop, they can directly go for check for valid triangle in the hacker rank and they can solve. You can directly start writing the program from reading three integers a, b, and c, leave the main method and class, right? Anshika, Anuruddh, Ashutosh, Gurpreet, guys, can you please respond? Nani, Pasana, Praveen, Samir, Santosh. I can come.
Are you giving some time, sir, to do it, to do that now?
Yeah. Take your time. Like,
Okay.
we are giving 5 minutes of time to finish off. Okay.
Okay. I joined late. So this is the one which you
This is the
started, is it today?
correct. Check for a valid
Okay.
triangle.
Okay.
And guys, please refrain from copying. If you have any doubts, just bring your copy. I'll explain again. Bring pen and paper. You can come. Guys, please let me know once you're done with the code.
I'm done, sir.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. If condition, correct. A plus B greater than C and B plus C greater than A and A plus C greater than B. Okay. Now if you're done with this, आपको max वाला logic समझ में आया था? You are able to understand that max one logic? Were you able to understand that max logic which we discussed? Can you write down the code for the same? Now you're given 3 sites. You have to identify whichever is the maximum. And once you identify whichever is the maximum, you should. तो आपने यहाँ पे 3 कंडीशन लिखी है. जब आप मैक्स आइडेंटिफाई कर लोगे तो ऐसा हो जाएगा रिमेनिंग 2 साइट्स. नहीं, आपका लॉजिक सही है. ये आपका लॉजिक सही है. व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज आई वांट टू राइट ओनली वन कंडीशन. ओके. See, we discussed this logic. Let's say there is a value 5, 3, and 8. So let's take 7. If 5 plus 3 is greater than 7, then remaining two equation but obviously will be true. तो यहाँ पे if you see, कहाँ फेल हुआ? कहाँ फेल हुआ? हम्म, अब एक बार ट्राई करो. हाँ. तो ये तो ट्राइंगल ही फॉल्स है ना. अगर जैसे अगर ये वाला कंडीशन फॉल्स हुआ, even though these two are true, it's an invalid triangle. But if this is true, कैसे गलत हो रहा है? हम्म. Correct. But how you're getting this condition? You're getting this condition because max on the right and remaining 2 sides on the left. Okay. So take any example. Let's say 10, 5, and 15. So 10 plus 5 plus is greater than 15. Can I say that I have given the max element on the right hand side? ये condition false है. It's not a valid triangle. Correct. I was able to check using one condition only. If I will check all these 3 conditions, I'll still get the same result because one of them will fail. One condition. So how you will, so that's what I'm saying. You can write only one condition. नहीं. In order to do that, आपको पहले आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा कि ए बी सी में मैक्सिमम कौन सा है. कौन सा मैक्सिमम है? लेट्स से ए 5 है, ये 3 है, ये 4 है. कौन सा मैक्सिमम है? ए वाला, 5 वाला. तो अब आपका आंसर सेकंड कंडीशन से आ जाएगा. अगर सेकंड कंडीशन ट्रू है तो बाकी दोनों आपका ट्रू होगा ही होगा. लेट्स से वैल्यू इज 1, 2 एंड let's say let's call as a 2, 2 and 3. अब मैक्सिमम कौन सा है? 3. अब 3 मैक्सिमम है तो आपका आंसर सिर्फ थर्ड कंडीशन से आ जाएगा. अब अगर लेट्स से मैं एग्जांपल ले लूँ 8, 4 एंड 5. अब मैक्सिमम कौन सा है? बी. तो आपका एग्जांपल इस कंडीशन से आ जाएगा. आप समझ गए? अगर आप मैक्सिमम वैल्यू आइडेंटिफाई कर पा रहे हो ए बी सी में से एंड उसको राइट हैंड साइड रख रहे हो, so you can get the answer using one condition only. Do you understand the logic now? Okay. So if you have a time, you can think of it. Correct, correct, correct. Another way to solve. Okay. Hmm. Math dot max of a comma b comma c, and this will be again in the math dot max. This will give you the maximum of a comma b. Then it will compare with the c, which is the maximum. You will get the maximum. Okay.
मैक्स फाइंड करने के लिए
ओके।
फाइंड किया,
हम्म
उसके बाद में इफ लगा के अगर कि ऐसा इफ कंडीशन लगा के
No, 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 not required, ना. Okay, do you have a pen? See, I know the three sides are a plus b plus c, right? ऐड कर दिया. अगर इसको मैं अगर मैक्स से माइनस कर दूंगा.
मैक्स पहले फाइंड आउट करने के लिए एक सही है।
हाँ, मैक्स चलो आपने फाइंड कर लिया, मैं उसको बताऊँ. आपने मैक्स फाइंड कर लिया, सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया, तो आपको क्या सम ऑफ टू साइड्स आ जाएगा. और ना आपको चेक करना है सम ऑफ टू साइड क्या ग्रेटर देन मैक्स है कि नहीं है. सो a plus b plus c minus max should be greater than max. Will this work? क्योंकि मैक्स डेफिनेटली किसी एक ना एक वेरिएबल को तो लेके जाएगा ना, क्योंकि मैक्स इन तीनों में से एक वेरिएबल है. लॉजिकली डज इट मेक सेंस इंट्यूटिवली. In order to find the max, you can go for math.max of a comma b, math.max of, इन दोनों का maximum compare it with c, whichever is the maximum you will get it in the max variable. So one liner for this, one liner for this. Cool, no worries, you tried well, man. Okay, cool guys, let's take it forward. I'll check the remaining code at the end of the class. Now let's take it forward and let's try to discuss the next problem statement. Do you want me to code, or you can code the solution for the same? Do you want me to code? Okay. Let's say, what does problem statement says? As of now, we will ignore the number of test cases. It says that for each test cases, we have to read 3 input provided in the new lines containing 3 integers a, b, and c. So can I say that I have to read 3 integers, 4, 3, and 5, right? Let's write down the logic for the same. So first, create the object of scanner. Once you have an object of scanner, what you can do next? You have to read 3 integers, right? Sc dot next int. This is a. Okay, I think I can copy paste. Right? Now, once you have these 3 integers, can I say that I can apply the condition which we have discussed? A plus b greater than c, a plus c greater than b, and b plus c greater than a. So if these 3 conditions are true, what should I do? It's a valid, right? So if it's invalid, I have to print something. What to print? True, right? Okay, yeah, true. Okay, as it's in Boolean type, I can directly print it, or I can print it as a string. It's fine. If it's not, then false. Now, the point is, if I will execute this particular program, can I say that it will test for one test case? Correct? For example, I can give input as 4, 5, and 6. It will run the code and it will test this particular scenario. Correct? Do you agree with me that your program can, when it's executing, it can test only one of the scenario? But I don't want my program to test for one scenario. I want my program to test for, let's say, 3 scenario. So what should I do? I can keep this entire code inside a loop. Does that make sense? If I will keep it inside the loop, this program will execute for 3 times, right? Guys, do you agree with this that this program will run for 3 times? I can show it to you 1, 2, 3, and I'll give 6, 8, and let's say 3.
Yeah.
This program is executing for 3 times, correct? And we are getting the output. Now, I don't want to execute it for 3 times. I want to execute it for t times. And t can be any value. So can I say that I have to read the value of t as well?
Yes.
Sc dot next int, replace it with 3 with t. And let's run the code. Oh, okay, this is not required. We got the result, and then we can submit the code. Oh, 2 test cases are failing. Can anybody tell me what's the reason that 2 test cases are failing? A very small mistake, but I want you guys to fix it. Had you read the problem statement? Shall I move to the code? Sure. Now tell me what mistake I have made.
Instead of int,
Maximum limit?
we can use long.
Sorry?
Yes, that
Maximum number?
10, right?
We didn't get you. So you've written the different logic, right? I'm checking all the 3 conditions. So there is no need to find the max and yeah, that's fine, but logic is correct. There is no problem with the logic. We discussed this logic, right?
That data
Correct.
type.
Correct, Rohit. So can you see the constraint? A, B, and C, is it greater than 10 to the power 9 or lesser than 10 to the power 9? Can be both. But can I say that in one of the situation, it will be greater than 10 to the power 9?
Yeah.
Yes. So if it is greater than 10 to the power 9, as we discussed in the previous session, that if the range is between minus 10 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 9, then we should use what? Int. And if it's greater than, like if it's minus 10 to the power 18 to 10 to the power 18, that means I should go for long. So if you see in the constraint, we have 10 to the power 10. 10 to the power 10, it's greater than 10 to the power 9.
Yes.
But it is lesser than 10 to the power 18. So can I go for long data type?
Yeah.
So do you understand the importance of constraint, that it helps you to decide the data type? It will also help you in time and space complexity, but it's one of the importance that it helps you in the identifying which data type you should use. Cool. Sorry? Oh. Okay. It worked, right? Okay. Now let's discuss another problem statement.
Hello.
Yes, Gurpreet, you want to ask something?
Yeah, actually, can you tell me previously first test case was passed? but
Yeah.
another test case failed.
So
So
in
mean
the
how how we can
so
identify
see in the
another test case?
Gurpreet, in the first test case, the way I have
Hmm.
set the problem statement was, let's say you've written the correct logic, and if you've used the int as a data type, it will
Hmm.
pass. Okay. But for the second and
Okay.
third cases, if you do not use the int data type, it will fail. So you got the partial score at that moment.
Okay. But means how we can identify second test case related to means which
So you have to
behavior?
look into the constraint very well, right? These are the hidden test cases. You have to identify the mistake in your code on your own.
Okay.
And this is we're gonna learn, right? In the entire
Mm,
course, how to identify
Means
your mistake.
they will not mention like second test case related to this one
No, they
like
won't
like
mention that which data type you have to use.
okay.
Yeah, that you have to identify on your own.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Let's discuss the next problem statement. The next problem statement says that compute a power p. Now, let's say a values 3, b values 2. Can you tell me the result of a power b? 9. If I will give a as 4 and b as, let's say, 3, then okay, 4 power 3, it's equal to 64, right? Correct. And let's say 5 power 4, 225. It's 15 square. Cube is 125. It's 625. 5,
25
25,
square.
125, then 625. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you understood the problem statement, right?
Mm.
Now, okay, in the same line, I'll give the answer as, what's the answer for 5 the power 3?
125.
125. 5 square, 25. 5 the power 1 and 5 the power 0. 1, right? Agreed with me that it's 1. Now, based on this, can you try to write down the logic? You have to compute a power b. Yeah. No. We just need, if I will give a power b, you have to tell me what the result is. Write down. Return the code. Show it to me. No. Only the single output. You have written? Yeah, you can show it to me. It's fine. You want to check the data type as well. In sum equal to 0, do you think initializing with 0 is going to help you out? Think again. If you're done with that, can you tell me what will be the maximum value of a power b based on this constraint?
100 to the power of 9.
Sorry,
100 to the power of 9.
100. Yeah, but I need in the power of 10. And Swati, you don't have to use the POW function. If you use the POW function, it will defy the purpose, right? Why the problem statement is given it to you.
Okay.
I need you to
calculate.
Yeah, maximum power is 9, the maximum value of A is 100. So what I'm saying is, based on this constraint, can you tell me what will be the maximum value of your answer? And 10 the power, what will be the answer? A the power 9. I'm saying give me the answer in the form of 10. 10 the power what? 10 the power 2, 10 the power 3, 10 the power 5, 10 the power 10, what?
10 the power 10.
10 the power 10? No, your answers are wrong. Again wrong. Okay. Max is 100. B is 9. 100 the power 9 is equal to 10 the power 9, right? Then
10 squared to the power of 9.
first write down the code. Once you're done with the code, then think on this part. I don't think so. In any other class, you have to think that much while coding it up. No peeking. Man, write down your own code. If you're discussing, then it's fine. But you have to write down all. Huh. You don't have use power function, huh? That's what I'm saying. Sorry. You should write down your custom logic. Huh. Correct. 512 is an output. Correct. But you have to write down the. You don't have to use the inbuilt function. I don't know what you're doing. What you can. हाँ फॉलो अप लगा के कर सकते हो. Okay.
Is this good, sir? I send you the
Okay.
code.
Okay, I'll give you a few hints, then we can take it forward. Hmm. Wrong answer. Check. Okay, no worries. No worries, guys. If you have tried, now let's say A can be anything. For the simplicity, shall we take A as 2 because it will be easier for us to calculate the power? Correct. Now, what can be the minimum value of B? 0. If A is 2, B is 0, what will be your answer? 1.
1.
Is it clear that your answer will be 1? Let's say if I replace A with 4 and B is still 0, what will be your answer? 1. Do you agree with me that your minimum answer is 1? It can never be 0.
Yeah.
So can I initialize my answer to 1? Do you agree with me? Cool. If you're clear with this part, we will take it forward.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you want to compute A is 2, B is 1. Then what's the answer? Answer is 2. Now, if A is 2, B is 2, what's your answer? 4. Okay, let's take 3 because I don't want you to think that we're doubling every time. So 3 to the power 1 is 3. 3 to the power 2 is 9, right? And 3 to the power 3? 27. And let's say 3 and B is 4. Then 81. Cool. Now, your answer is initialized to 1. Let's say B value is 1. How you got this 3? 3 power 1? Okay. How you got 9? 3 power 2 means 3 multiplied by 3 2 times.
Yeah.
27 means 3 multiplied by 3 how many times?
3 times.
3 power 4 means 3 multiplied by 3
4
4 times, right? Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
So how many times you have to multiply in order to get the answer?
B times.
B times. Is it clear? Then your loop should work for how many times?
B times.
Based on power. That means B value, right? Your power is B. Is it clear that your loop should run for B times? Everyone, is it clear? Sure?
Yeah.
Guys, is it clear that loop should run for B times? Okay.
Yes.
Now, how you're updating your answer? Every time, what you are multiplying to your answer at each iteration. So let's try to see. Initially, answer is 1. B is 1. Can I say that loop will execute for 1 time? So B, if loop is executing for 1 time, what do you multiply to the answer?
Yeah.
You multiplied answer into 3 value you multiplied, right? Because earlier answer was 1. Do you agree with me? When you multiplied 1 into 3, then you got this 3. In the next iteration, what is happening? Your current result is 3. Then what you're multiplying to the answer? A value. Okay. You can take it as in this way. Initially, your answer is 1. Now let's say B is 4. And I'll take the value of A as 5. So that means your loop is going to work for 4 times. In the first iteration, what will happen to the answer value? It will change to 5. How it will change to 5? Okay, your loop is going to work for 4 times, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Correct? And your answer is 5, 25, 125, and 625. So what you're doing to your answer so that you're getting these results? Into 5. Can I say that you're multiplying it by A in order to get it? So can I say that your equation is answer equal to answer into A? And this thing should execute for B times. Can you write down the code for the same? If you're able to figure it out. Guys, those who are attending online, do you have any doubts?
Sir, I sent the code to you, but when I ran it passed, but when I submitted, I think a couple of test cases are failing.
Yeah, hidden test case will fail, right? So for that, you have to first identify the maximum value for your product.
Okay.
Yes, Rohit, your code also seems correct to me. Again, your code will fail because of, now, if you've written down the code, think of the max value. What can be the maximum value? For your answer, let's say for sum you have declared or product
Okay,
you have
again
declared.
it is for the got it. Yeah.
Or let's say if B is 0, then. So the point is, if B is 0, will it ever into the loop? What I'm saying is, if B is 0, will it enter the loop? No. So sum will be initialized to 1. Your answer is 1. So do you think you need this if condition which you have written? This if condition is baseless, right? What I'm saying is, if B value is 0, leave this if condition. Can you go inside the loop? Correct. So condition you've written it over here, same condition you written it over here. It's redundant. Guys, I got response from 3 folks. Swati, your observation is correct, but I want the reason why it should be long.
Yeah, because 100 times 9 is 10 to the power of 18, right?
Correct.
Sorry, e to the power of 100 to the power of 9 is, 10 to the power of 2 times 9, so 10 to the power of 18, so which is more than integer.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, right. Guys, surely you're able to understand answer into a logic, this logic. Anyone who is not able to understand this part, please, you're not able to understand? Okay. What is an initial value of your num, which you have shown it to me? What's you have declared one variable called num, right? What is its initial value? Earlier it was 0. I'll explain. Sorry.
C integer C,
Mm-hmm.
and I have taken the value as 0. The value is 0. We can default, we can print it as 1. Else we will go here. We'll print it as, you take the P value.
What's the initial value of C?
C is 1.
Okay. Now if C is 1, I'm saying remove this condition.
So,
And let's say B is 0. B is 0. Will you go inside the for loop?
0.
You won't go inside the for loop. What is the initial value of C?
0.
C initial value.
I have taken it 1.
1, right? You will print 1. For any power 0, answer 1 is correct directly. So you're getting the correct result, right? You don't need this if condition. That's a redundant code.
Other thing is correct.
Yeah, your logic is correct. Okay.
Make it as
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, Tanu. I'll write down the code. Acha. Guys, those who are not able to understand this answer part, okay, let's take it in this way. You want to find the sum of 3 numbers. What you do? You initialize sum equal to 0, correct? And then what you do? Sum equal to sum plus, first you will do 1, correct? In the next iteration, you will add sum equal to sum plus 2. Then you will do sum equal to sum plus, correct? This is what you do in order to get the sum of first 3 numbers. Now I'm saying instead of adding, if you want to multiply, will you replace this with into symbol? Correct? Will it give you the product of first 3 number 1, 2, and 3? Now let's say you want to find 5 the power 3. If you want to find the 5 the power 3, Can I say that you have to multiply 5 3 times in order to get the result? Now, instead of 1, 2, and 3, can I replace it with 5? Correct? And your 5 is nothing but in the program A. So can I replace the equation as sum equal to sum into A? Is this explanation fine to you? Okay. No. If you want, if you're adding sum, it will be 0. If you're multiplying, it will be 1. I've just taken an example to simplify the equation. Okay. Let's write down the code for the same. Shall we write down the code and you can check whether you've written correct or not? Okay. What's the first thing in order to solve the problem statement? Can I say that we need two integers, which is nothing but A and B? Int A equal to SC dot. Let me copy it from the code. Okay. Int A equal to SC dot next int. Is it clear that you have to read two integers, everyone? You'll read the value of A, you will read the value of B, right? Now, once you're done with that, we'll follow the same product logic which we discussed. So I'll initialize, let's say power equal to 1. And how many times does loop should execute? B times, correct? Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to B and I plus plus, right? And what should we do? Power equal to power into A, right? Once you're done with this, you can simply display. All right. Now, okay. Now tell me, again, if you look into the problem statement, you don't have to execute it for one test case. You have to execute it for T number of test cases. Again, there will be a loop. I think now you're comfortable with same piece of code executing for T times. Cool. Int I equal to 1, I less than T. Okay. Okay, I have taken I, right? We can go for any other variable. Let's call it as TC, test case, and let's call it as T. So T less than TC and T plus plus. And I'll place this entire piece of code inside a loop. Cool. Let's try to run the code. Worked. But if I'll submit, there are high chances that I'll get the wrong answer. So can you think of it? What's the reason? Long. You're saying long because you identified that once you're getting the long answer, we should go for the data type and fix it. But what's the reason? Okay, let's say it's 4 the power 2. 4 the power 2 can be written as 4 into 4. Do you agree with me? Can I say that 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2? Correct? So in terms of to the power, it's equal to what? 4. Agreed? 2 multiplied 4 times. Let's say it's let's say 4 the power 3. It can be written as 4 into 4 into 4. In terms of to the power, it will be equal to how much? To the power to the power 6. Do you agree with me? Because 4 can be written as 2 into 2. I can write it as all the 2's in the same way, right? Sorry, all the 4's in the same way. So 2 into 2 is nothing but 4. This is nothing but to the power 6. Now 4 the power 2 becomes to the power 4. 4 the power 3 becomes to the power 6. Similarly, 100 the power 2 can be written as 100 into 100. Agreed with me? 100 can be written as 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. So it's 10 the power what?
4.
4. Clear? Max value can be 100. Max power value can be 9. So can you tell me in terms of 10, what will be the max value for your answer? 10 the power 18. It's getting doubled, right? 2 becomes 4, 9 will becomes 18, correct? It's 10 the power 18. So 10 the power 18 fits in the long range. If you change it to the long, it will solve the problem which you're facing. Now tell me which variable I should replace it with long. Should I replace A, B?
Power.
I should replace power. Long. So don't you think that it's an elementary mathematics which you have studied class 6, class 8? All the power function, exponential. Cool. So guys, we are done with the class today. You will be having a contest on Saturday. Contest link will be shared to you. Okay, so if Ashok sir has the group, he will share it in the group. If not, we will share it in the mail, right? And those who are attending online, same thing goes with you. We will be having a contest from, okay, I'll go with my timings. It will be from 8 p.m. to 12, it will be AM, right? So this will be for 4 hours. You can take out any 2 hours and you can submit your code. Cool. Whatever we have learned so far, based on that, there would be a practice test on Saturday. Yes, Vinod. And we won't be having any class on Friday. You can revise, you can practice, and appear for the contest. And refrain from copying the code, because if you will Google anything, whatever the problem statement we have given it to you, you will definitely find the answer, but it will hamper your learning, right? So what I believe, if you are learning, do not cheat. And if there is an important exam, everything is fair. Because if you won't do, other person will do and he will get the call for the interview, right? And for today's the last session for the demo class as well. If you want, you can register it up and we'll be having the further session on Monday. Anyone has any doubts, you can ask.
Yes, these classes will be happening only from 8 to 9, right? On weekdays, Monday to Friday.
Sorry?
So DS classes will be happening only on weekdays, right? Monday to Friday. So
Yeah,
every week,
Monday to
Monday to
Friday,
Friday,
not on the weekends.
8 to 9 morning.
Yeah, morning, 8 to 9 or 9:15.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, fine. So I joined today only. So I have missed previous classes, and also I'm not able to open this hacker. Like I was doing trying to pronounce my Eclipse only, so it is not opening for me. This triangle challenge.
Wherein your voice is coming slow, so whatever I was able to hear it out so far, you can
Uh,
go. Mhm.
yep.
Yeah, I was suggesting that you can go through the recordings on the weekends. If you feel that you can cope up with the speed, and if you feel that I have few doubts in that particular part, we will be happy to take that up.
Okay.
Yeah,
And also, this hacker rank link is not opening for me. So,
which is not opening. Hacker rank.
yep, triangle.
Can you share your screen?
I have tried in some other. I'm getting 404 page error.
Yeah, so 404 because you have to first log in on the hacker rank,
Okay.
and I'm sharing this link. You have to first sign up. Okay, once you sign up, then all the links will work.
Okay. I'll check.
Okay,
I have logged in already.
logged
Okay.
in, first click on this link, sign up, then it will work.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
and you can find all the links in the TSA basics. I'm sharing
Okay.
this link again in the chat. You can find all the notes, all the questions which you have discussed over here, and you will have the in details note of it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, thanks. Anything else, guys? If not, we can end the session.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everyone. Yes, Tarun. Okay, yeah, your code seems correct to me. You don't have to write enter A, enter B, enter times. If you'll write all that stuff, you will get wrong answer. Can you share your screen, Tanu? Because that would be easy for me to fix it up, right? We have enabled screen sharing. Please share your screen. So this is the first thing which you can fix. You don't have to enter A, B, and all that stuff. If you still feel that there is a doubt, you can share your screen. We can fix it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You have written in the Eclipse, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can comment the sys out later at line number 9, 12, and 14. Yeah, can you run your code? And where you have declared your answer? Yeah, you have declared the answer. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Java.illegal. Okay. So what you're doing, you're closing your string at line number 21, right? And you should close it after the test cases are done. You can't close it at the end of each test case, right? Can you comment it or can you place it outside the loop? Yeah, box. Give it to, okay, fine. It's fine. It worked, right? Okay. Thanks, Tanu. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, okay.